Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. We are told that the world functions like this. We have a bunch of countries, about 194, 93, depends on how you look at it, at them. And this number of countries, they have look at it as a neighborhood. All these countries are different houses in a neighborhood, and as the neighborhood is the planet Earth. And then you have an association, like a body that kind of like regulates, has laws and regulates, the functioning of the neighborhood, the functioning of the world. That's why you have United Nations with Human Rights Council and all this kind of things. You elect people and they make international law and elect people. You appoint them over there actually, but you have representatives of each and every country sometimes in an assembly to say whatever they want, so they debate. But that's the way it should work. And there are some countries that are better than other ones, unfortunately. Better, quote unquote, is because they have less sins and are more important because they have, military power. So because you have military power, then you're more important than others. But somehow we're all equal, like in George Orwell's Animal Farm, some animals are more equal than others. All right, so this is the way it supposedly works. So if I have a problem with a neighbor, I go at the association and say, hey, Michael Jackson is I have a problem with him, and then those guys are going to send a commission, investigate, and things should be solved like that. Now, if we can solve it because we get aggressive to one another, then again, the association will do something and they will condemn, and maybe they make an intervention, the keep peacing, keep peacing, yeah, peacekeeping mission. Yeah, English is my third language. So, peacekeeping mission, and we solutionate, we take care of stuff. Okay, sometimes, if he's one of those guys who are a little bit more equal than others, and he kicks another neighbor's butt, but is just, not saying anything. Well, this is how the things are at best. Now, the fact is not like that. The fact is the whole neighborhood, as everything I said so far, the association, the neighborhood, the rules, the regulations, the codes, and all that. But on top of that, we all know that this neighbor right here, he's the guy who punches whomever he wants, whenever he wants, at what time he wants, for whatever reason he wants or she wants. And you cannot do that because he's going to smash you. Now, that neighbor uses this kind of reasoning. I'm the smartest, I'm the strongest, I'm the most moral among you. You all committed sins that I've never committed. And, I tell you what to do. I'm the policeman of the self-appointed policeman of the neighborhood. It's not the United Nations. It's not the association. It's me, actually, who will punch whomever. And I respect the association's regulations when they fit me. When they don't fit my interest, I just ignore them. That's the problem. You have one self-appointed ruler, playing between or among all these regulations. So this ruler, you want to take it, the policeman is United States, who has its own sins, and other countries has their own sins. The problem is the strongest dude. So the bottom line is not how morally you are, how necessarily how economically fantastic you are, because there are other fantastic countries that are not the rulers of the world. Like, let's say, Japan, you got Germany, you got Switzerland, you got, I don't know, countries that are, Liechtenstein, if you want to go that way, that have Luxembourg. They're very rich little things, but have no really, you know what I mean? They don't have that because they don't have that. And if you don't have that, then you don't have nothing. You don't have anything, to be grammatically correct. Anyway, so here the way it goes. I have an article here who will exemplify this very clearly. It's just people have to say, oh, put the names on the actors. It's very clear. So we have Venezuela, we have the United States, and we have Europe. Obviously, this neighbor here, the self-proclaimed policeman or policewoman of the neighborhood, if he wants me to never talk with a neighbor right here, he can tell me that. And if I dare to do something, he's going to slap me or do something bad to me. Blackmail and threats. So this is the case. Remember, Venezuela and the United States and Europe. So supposedly Europe is a strong entity on this planet, and it has how many countries over there, and European Union has France, Germany, Italy, I mean, Switzerland is over there too in that area, right? So let's see. The US to allow Venezuelan oil to be shipped to Europe. So US neighbor decides that I can do business with this neighbor, and that guy allows that neighbor to buy from me my products. He allows them. Until now, he didn't. He said, no, Tom Jones, Michael Jackson said, no, Tom Jones, you can't buy from Elvis. Okay. And the things are, okay, yeah, all right. That's fine, because that's the way world functions. So let's read further here and see what's going on. So the U.S. will reportedly resume allowing, these are the words, clear from Yahoo News today, June 5th, not today, June 5th, 2022. The U.S. will reportedly resume allowing Venezuelan oil to flow to Europe. People familiar to the matter told Reuters. Okay, and the U.S. The outlet on Sunday reported that I made another video regarding only two companies in Europe are allowed to buy limited oil from Venezuela and transport it to Europe market. The market. Unbelievable. That guy dictates who can and who cannot make business with whom, and the quantity, the amount, the value. The outlet, okay, I said that, which Eni and Repsol SA, which are Italian and Spanish companies, could allow to ship Venezuelan oil to Europe as early as next month, after the Biden administration authorized the plan last month. So the US president authorized that, and everybody's okay with that. Russia is not okay with that. China is doing some hanky-panky with Venezuela, that's for sure, because it's outside of the club. So it's challenging United States in certain ways. People familiar with the matter told Reuters that the oil has to go to Europe. It cannot be resold elsewhere. So even then, you take them from here and get into Europe. No other liberty or freedom of business. You can do with whomever you want. And we live in a capitalist society, and the world is ruled by law, right? Yeah. The volume of Eni and Repsol will receive, it's expected to be fairly small. The volume of oil Eni and Repsol will receive expected to be very small, with a minimal impact on oil prices around the world. Why is that? Why is that? Because Biden says so. Not Biden. Through Biden. Biden is just a speaker. Other people is on the microphone behind other people. So the Biden administration reported permission. The Biden administration reported permission to allow for the use of Venezuelan oil comes as part of a push to rely less on Russian oil and redirect Venezuela's shipments to China from China. So it's the fight with China now. Well, I posted a video a minute ago regarding Lithuania not allowing Ukrainian grain to go to their country to be shipped to feed the world because of Lukashenko, because of the Belarusian president who said, well, no, you can do that, but you got to ship our things too. Oh, no, we can't do that. No. So let the world starve because we don't like Lukashenko. And besides, the Lithuanian president said, actually, that would break the sanctions on Russia. So, you know what, we're all in it all the way, or we're not. I mean, we can't just pick and choose. And these guys are just picking and choose. They put sanctions on Venezuela and Russia. And now they see that putting sanctions on Russia is even worse than Venezuela. So now they cut their little embargo and restrictions on Venezuela because they shot themselves in the foot with Russia. This is how these beautiful people talk, and they do business. And we go to work every day. We go and pay our taxes. And if we don't, IRS is on us with someone with guns coming at our house after they send us a few papers. And if we refuse, then we're going to be arrested. And this is how, and if you drive 5 miles above the speed limit, you would get stopped by a law enforcement officer and talked to for 5 miles. And these guys do that. Can you imagine how the proportion? We are like, starts with an R, and it's you know. So we are like that. We are seen like that, and we're kept like that. You go and you cut your grass this height, no smaller, no shorter, no. Yes, you have to have this much here. You have this many regulations. You have to turn off the light at 11 o'clock in the neighborhood because it's the whatever code. All these little things, and they do this on the planetary scale. Can you imagine how controlled we are for little things? And they are doing big business over there. They break laws and they change laws and regulations at the snap of their finger like that. And we are, oh my God, 5 miles. Oh, that's we can't do that. We gotta pay the 6% taxes. Oh, we gotta do this. And it's so many other rules and regulations that you have to follow here. It's unbelievable. Everywhere. And we do it. We do it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth and be just.